Hi everyone, welcome to A Few Minutes with Shepherd Pie. I thought today I would discuss with you more about the bipolar subject. I've gotten a few views on my last video blog about bipolar disorder, and I just wanted to, I guess this time, just kind of give you my own personal story about what I've experienced with being bipolar. Last video I explained what bipolar was, or my understanding of what it is. Having been diagnosed with bipolar disorder for almost, I want to say 6 years now, maybe 7. It's been an ongoing struggle every day to, I have to wake up and, as I said before, analyze what I'm going to do. But my story's long, but I'll kind of make it brief. My senior year of high school, I started having issues. I was having irrational behaviors, skipping class, lying, and there wasn't an explanation why. Because I didn't do drugs, I didn't drink, something was not right. And when I was younger, I had a really, really rough childhood, and I was abandoned at 13. And I jumped from place to place to place, and there was a period of about 7 months where I had a stable environment. This was when I was about 16, and I had joined the Mormon Church, and it was like a stable environment for me. Well, something happened, and I moved in with a relative of mine, and I didn't have quite the stability to. This is my junior year. I didn't have quite that sustainability that I had when I lived with the Mormon family. So yeah, my senior year, things just got really crazy, and I was overweight. I was really unhappy. It's just one thing kind of after the other. So I didn't graduate from high school in 2002. It took me 2 years after that to graduate because everything started happening. I thought about suicide all the time. I wanted to kill myself. Not only that, but manic episodes also of, I had a job and I wanted to quit the job because I wanted to go travel across the United States on a bike. And my friend Cassie at the time, she said to me, she said, something's wrong with you. You're having all of this manic behavior. She said, it sounds like you might have bipolar disorder. And I'm just like, well, I don't have that. I don't want to be crazy, that sort of thing. So it got to the point where just depressed all the time. Just so sad. I didn't know what I was going to do. It was just horrible. I think I was like 18. Yeah, I was about 18. And one night, I remember my cousin, I was on the phone with my friend Cassie, and I hung up. And she called back my cousin. My cousin answered the phone, and I just broke down crying. And I just remember being like, I get emotional talking about it. I just remember my cousin saying to me, why do you want to die? Why do you want to take your life? You're so young. You have so much to live for. And I just was so unhappy. And so essentially, yeah. So then a couple weeks later, I was at church with my friend Abby, and I feeling really, really manic and really depressed and all internal about what was going on with me. And I started writing a suicide note. And as Abby left and she dropped me off, I gave it to her. And I remember her getting out of the car, freaking out and saying, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, why are you so unhappy? And I just said, I'll be fine. And later on that night, I called the crisis helpline, and they came and got me. And I was checked into Kirkland, the hospital. I don't remember the name of the hospital. It was in Kirkland, Washington. And I was taken to a mental health facility overnight. And that's when the doctor first said, you seems like you have the symptoms of bipolar disorder, of your random manic behaviors and your manic depression. It was really severe. Honestly, it was terrible. Like, I just can't even it's just so, and I had no reason to be. I was young, but in my head, I was, I was overweight. I didn't have any friends. I couldn't, I didn't have anything that my friends had, sort of thing. So it finally hit me where I was like, I'm gonna lose this weight, and I was 70 pounds overweight, and I won't go into how I learned about being bulimic, but you very, it's weird because sometimes you don't really hear about men that have bulimia, but I started throwing up my food a lot, and I lost the weight. It was unhealthy. I was taking diet pills, I was doing all these things, trying to get the weight off as fast as I could. And I lost the weight. I lost about 70 pounds. I went from about being 230 to about 155 in a matter of almost 7 months. So, I mean, that's a tremendous amount of weight to lose. So I lost the weight, and everything was good. Everything was good. I was working out. I was going to go back to, I had graduated from high school. I was like, I'm not going to get my GED. I enrolled in a program to get my high school diploma. I was feeling really, really happy with myself. And I just found out what I wanted to do. I wanted to go to beauty school and be a hairdresser. And that's where I found my passion, and I found happiness. And I stopped throwing up my food. I stopped doing that. And